Well, here we go, the first in the series of building your own geometric shape, and the easiest one of all is the cube. So we'll get started with that, and the first thing I'll show you is the two different sizes. There's the cutout pattern for the large and the small, either in holographic or plain. And these are the plain small cube and the large cube. So for convenience of demonstration, I will go to this large green covered cutout pattern. So the first thing that we do, we refer to the instruction sheet, instructions for building cutout patterns into 3D geometric shapes. We have a look at the cutout pattern, and it has two sides, more easily identifiable when the one side is got the colored holographic paper, a little more difficult when it's just plain. But you can see the score lines, and the score lines represent the top side for our convenience, and the plain without the score lines. So when you refer to the pattern, it must be seen from the underside. Now first thing we will do is to transcribe onto the cutout pattern the numbers as per the diagram. So we'll put a 1, a 2, a 2, a 1, a 4, a 3, a 4, a 3, and these are the cap flaps, which you'll see there, which are the final folding sections. So these will be the last ones, and it'll be pretty self-evident how to use them when it comes to that. The cube is very simple and really doesn't need these numbers, but for convenience sake we'll go through the procedure of following the directions. Then we can make no mistakes. This is all self-evident, and probably we don't need the numbers, and after a while you won't yourself. But here we go. The second, referring to the printed diagram on the pattern provided, mark the inside of that. We've done that. Take the score lines one by one and bend them down fully towards the inside of the cutout. Do not bend them against the score in the opposite direction. For a start, they don't really want to go, and it would be destructive to the final product if we forced it. So we'll do that, make them nice and sharp, and that, go through them. These are the tabs. The tabs will disappear on the inside of the shape as you bend it. Now these are the cap flaps, which will be on the outside. So let's say if we take one by one, we're going to glue them up with two-sided tape, which I use as a carpet tape. And you can use whatever you find. Oopsie, I'm a bit out of the... Place that on the tab. Try not to put the two-sided tape on the inside, because it will obviously interfere with the shape. You can use whatever adhesive you like. In my experience, I found that this two-sided tape is the easiest and most convenient. I have used other super glue type material. There we are. Only 4 required here. So we go 1, we'll follow the directions on this one. This is the first one. Push the tape quite firmly down and it will release when you come to pulling the top side of the tape. Line them up as accurately as you can. It's very important that. Up. Press firmly down. So there's a permanent, that's 1 on 1. Next one. I'm going through this as quickly as I can. Keep this presentation short. And there. It's again, fill them down. 3 on 3. I'll do the next one. These two will do together because they both fold in at the same time. It's just more convenient to have number 4 ready, because you'll see as you fold they both want to come in. So they can either be done according to the instructions, which is always a good idea, or at your convenience. Line them up carefully, push them down as firmly as you can, line them up carefully, push them down. With the support of your finger on the inside, you push down on that. Now you're left with the cap flaps, and literally it is the cap. And the beauty of it is that it finishes off the shape very precisely. Because if you had a tab on the inside, that closes the tab and you can't get the pressure on. So I do it from the outside, and I do it with a stick, and I glue up that whole section. Very careful to do on the edges, because you don't want the edges peeling up. Make sure that the glue stick gets to all the edges. But I do cover the whole cap flap. I'm going to get it in the light just to make sure that you can see that all done. There we are. Then we just also line it up as carefully as you can. All lined up. Give it some pressure. Lined up. We give it that pressure to give it permanence. And the third one also lined up. It's easy to line them up because it's cut to line up. And there is your beautifully precise, to the limits of the material that we are using, which is cardboard. We try and achieve as great a precision for this sacred geometric shape, the cube. A platonic solid, one of Plato's creations. I think there were probably mathematicians who had worked it out before him, but he's been given the credit. And there is a beautiful green holographic cube to be added to my collection. Thank you.